Hey everybody, and welcome to Nerd Dad's Gaming Lair for the first ever episode of Nerd Out. We're going to talk about all kinds of nerdy things going on in the gaming industry, going on in the tech industry. If you haven't been with us before, there's a little bit of division between J-Dog over there and me, Bacon Ninja. He is definitely the PlayStation guy. He's into that silly thing. The PlayStation and Switch. He's into those silly things. I am definitely an Xbone guy and part of the PC Master Race. So it's a PC Master Race for a reason.
I don't think we're allowed to say that on a stream.
It's PC. It's politically correct. That's why you say PC in front of it. So we definitely have a little bit of division. So I guess we could start by, J-Dog, tell me something about the PS5, man. When's it coming out?
We don't know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
There's been a bunch of Japanese companies, like Japanese Amazon and stuff like that have been releasing, I don't know if it's just placeholders, but pre-order stuff for like cradles and stuff to mount it on the wall and just random stuff like that, which gives a rough idea, but we don't know. Nobody knows if it's true or not. Nobody knows if that correlates with any release date or not. So There's no telling. Well,
and I mean, there's a lot of hardware vendors today. Like, leaks are almost intentional, right? I'm going to get in a different market here, but like phones, they can't keep a phone under wraps to save their life, right?
No.
They're all the time. No. Leaks are intentional. I don't think Sony's ever done that though. Like even like the PlayStation 4, they never really pre-leaked it.
No, and the thing is we've had leaks, not just hardware leaks like we have now, or performance leaks, but there's been leaks before about pricing and stuff like that, and most with the other systems, there's been no leaking for this system at all.
They're super tight-lipped. I mean,
I don't know how they're keeping it under wraps like that.
Yeah, I think they've just got everybody like under lock and key that knows about it. I don't know. I know, like, so to shift gears on that, Xbox is completely the opposite, right? Like, we got a ton of news this week about Xbox the Series S and Series X, mostly from leaks. I mean, it's all leaks, but I'm going to say those leaks are plants, man. There's no way Microsoft let that information come out via a leak. They know that the publicity is better if they let it leak, right?
But here's the thing. We're 2 months away from a major release for consoles. We have never went this long without any information about the console's pricing or anything.
Yeah.
So for that to be quote unquote leaked out, no, that was planted.
Yeah, I mean that's totally. Yeah. I'm totally in that camp. The leak is all, Microsoft promoting itself is what I think the leak is. But I wish Sony would do it because it's been a long time, and the PlayStation 5 was talked about before the series of Xbox, right? Like PS5 has been on the table forever. We got those really funny looking renders early on, that like the V-shape renders, whatever that was. So they've been talking about it forever.
Those were dev consoles.
Yeah, sure they were. Honestly
the reason
though,
why they were made that way to look that way is so they can actually cool.
Yeah, I think they should have gone with it, man. I liked those dev consoles.
They were all right. I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I love the way the new PS5 looks. I know there's a lot of memes going around. Oh, look at the router. Look at this. Look at this binder. Inside a binder. No, I don't care. I like the way it looks. It's sleek. It's stylish. It's kind of a retro futuristic look.
So I think there's two takes on that when it comes to hardware. Gaming peripherals are getting there. It used to be just this like black brick that sat next to your TV. It was never pretty. There's two takes. There are the people that want to show it off, which I think PlayStation is playing too. And then there are the people that want to hide it behind the TV and it never be seen.
Yep.
And I think,
show it off.
Yeah.
If I paid that much.
We're not grandmas, Joel. You're a grandma.
No, the thing is it looked like PlayStation was taking a page out of NVIDIA's book.
How so?
What was that console or that upright thing that NVIDIA had for your TV? Shield or something like that?
Yeah, so the Shield. The Shield actually, it looks pretty cool, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And that's the thing. And that's what intrigued me about it and wanted to get one, was the way it looked.
Yeah, because they had that like light ring. So tell me about that. Have we seen any pictures of a PS5 like pre-renders lit up, or is there going to be any?
No, it's just what the developer showed at the at the showing.
Very small, yeah.
There have been other companies reported making custom external shells for them.
So they're gonna like not like skins. You're talking about like shells.
The outside shells come off, and you can put different colored ones on.
Oh, they actually pop off, or is it something you got to unscrew? Or do you know yet?
Nobody knows yet. The pictures that we saw, it looked like they pop off.
That's pretty cool.
There's no screws because it's all smooth outside, so there's not really any way to screw it on.
Yeah.
So, I'm super excited.
I think that's kind of cool because I'd be concerned. You know how like nitpicky console vendors are about warranty. Like you go opening it up to change the outside shells, and you're going to lose your warranty on your console. That's going to be a problem.
That's one of the reasons why I'm thinking that they did that.
Yeah. So I do think that a couple of something that's considered in both of these next gen console sets is ventilation. So I know like the PlayStation 4 is notoriously hot running, especially the Pro, right? Super warm, and
it sounds like a jet.
Yeah, and if you look at it, I mean, it's a front to back ventilation draw, and most of it is through vents in that center like cutout section.
Yeah, there's very few on the sides.
Yeah,
if any at all.
I think on the PlayStation 5, the vents appear to be more in the upright position, like it's going to be a draw through up top.
Yep.
But it's going to have a significantly higher, like teraflops, way bigger GPU and CPU. So it should be, in theory, a hotter console, but it looks like they're doing pretty significant work on cooling.
They're also using a liquid heatsink.
So is it going to be? Is it like liquid heat pipes? Liquid filled pipe?
It's a liquid. It's a liquid. It's a paste that stays a liquid.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The other thing that I really like about it is, no matter if it's standing up or laying down, it looks good.
Well, yeah. So, and that's one thing I will say Xbox didn't consider very much. So I don't know if anybody has seen the Series S and the Series X. They're both next gen consoles from Microsoft. The Series S is more the traditional form factor. It almost looks like a smaller Xbox One S, only it has no drive in the front. So it's white and rectangular. However, the Series X is tall and square. So it's not something you want to sit down, but I think they're doing it for the same reasons. They're putting some crazy hardware in here, and they want to cool it.
Well, here's the thing also. With the Xbox, there was also some pictures that leaked recently. People have actually started getting them to review them.
Yeah.
On the bottom of on the Xboxes, there's a round disc that's stuck in it.
Yeah.
You can't. The thing is, you can't remove it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think the whole principle behind that is they want people, if they take it off, to not have to remember to put it back on. So if they want to stand their system back up, it'll still have the ventilation that it needs because it's drawing from the bottom going up.
Yeah, it's really made. So the Series X is, you can tell just by the way it's designed, it's made to stand. It's made to kind of, and it's like I said earlier, they're really on the take that they want to hide this thing. It's not a feature piece in your living room. It's something that goes toward the back of the TV cabinet. It's got a super silent fan. It's supposed to be super silent.
It looks like a computer.
Yeah, exactly. It looks like a little mini computer tower.
There was no thought in design at all.
It's very minimalistic, and Microsoft's good about minimalistic. Let me look up some stuff real quick. But even like the phone they just came out with, it's a really cool phone, 2 screens, but it's all minimalistic designed. There's nothing curvy or fancy, or it's very flat edges. That's kind of their whole theme.
Yeah, and then with the leak of the release date for what is it, the 13th of November?
Yeah,
I think it was. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Yeah, man.
Ubisoft pushed their release date to be a launch title.
Launch alongside it, and I am super excited. I'm a big fan of the Assassin's Creed line. When was the last one you played, Jeremy?
It was Odyssey.
Okay, so yeah, you played Odyssey. All right.
Yeah, my favorite was Black Flag, and that's the only reason for that is the sea shanties.
Oh yeah, mm-hmm. Yeah.
That was my favorite part of that game, was the sea shanties.
Yeah, but, so I'm super excited.
Pushed its date back to match.
Mm-hmm.
Pushed its date up. Excuse me.
Yeah, forward
to match it. And then Ubisoft came out with a crap ton of news, especially for Xbox.
Yeah, they did. So there's a whole bunch of stuff, and I'll actually have to pull that up in a little bit. I've got a bunch of stuff in order.
With your Xbox Games Pass, the Ultimate, Uplay is going to be part of that.
Yeah, Exactly. You play, and I believe EA is wrapped in there as well. I want to say the EA. Let's see. That was for the. It's strictly for the. Well, not strictly for. Part of the Ultimate is the PC, right? So I think EA was included.
I don't know.
EA Access, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, EA Access. That's what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, EA Access is getting wrapped.
EA Access.
Yeah, so EA Access is getting wrapped into the Ultimate now, which is kind of cool. It was let's see, that was normally $5 a month or $30 a year, but now it's 89 more titles into your already existing subscription. Yep. Which, if you're an Xbox customer, no, Jeremy, you're not an Xbox customer, but you do have Game Pass, right?
I have Game Pass for PC for a couple of reasons.
Yeah.
Because there's some games that I do want to play that doesn't offer on PlayStation, like, for example, Flight Simulator.
Yeah, and that was crazy to me. They put that on there for free.
That's a $120 game, and they just dropped it for free.
Yeah, of course.
Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah, free.
Dropped it for free the day it came out.
Yep, you don't have to wait, man.
No, so that's the only reason why I pay $5 a month for that, is because of the fact I can go on there, and then I can hook a controller up to my PC, so it's like I'm playing on the console.
Is that all it costs for just the PC? Is $5 a month?
$4.99 a month.
Man, that is super cheap.
Yeah,
super cheap.
I don't know with this announcement if that's going to change.
So it's supposed to go to $9.99. So it's going to be $10 a month.
Yeah, I can swing that.
Yeah. Now, see, for Xbox subscribers, it's not going to change, but we're already paying $14.99 to get the full Ultimate package. Right. So we're paying more anyway, but they're not going to knock us for adding EA. I will say that EA has some good titles that I like to play. They have some really good racing games, some stuff like that, but I'm not into the sports games. People that are super into like the NBA games and the Madden games are going to love it because they're all on the EA Access.
I haven't played a Madden since Madden 2006.
Yeah, the last Madden I played was on the original Xbox 360. That's how old it was.
I haven't played a wrestling game.
Yeah,
any kind of sports game, dude. Sports entertainment or sports.
But I will say there's like a whole genre. People love that stuff. There's a whole group of people that love it, and they're going to be able to get that directly in their Game Pass subscription now.
You're forgetting one game though.
What am I
forgetting? Basketball and football.
What am I forgetting? You tell
me.
Hockey. I lump it in.
Lump it in.
I lump it in. It's all sports games, man. I don't have any skill at sports in real life, and I don't intend to have any skill at sports in digital life either. So,
I was good at sports for a while until I stopped doing anything and got bigger.
Yeah, that happens.
And got older.
Kids don't help.
No, hell no.
Kids make it that much harder.
But with Valhalla, moving their data up, there's been some announcements for Ubisoft as well. They just had their live presentation.
Mm-hmm.
There's two games that I'm really, really excited for. One of them is Immortals Phoenix Rising.
I haven't seen that one yet.
It kind of resembles what game does it resemble?
Well, I don't know. You're going to have to tell me. Really?
It kind of resembles that, but it's got a slightly different art style. It looks like it's going to be really, really fun. It's going to be on all 5 systems. And yes, I'm considering Stadia a system.
I'm looking at it now. It looks kind of cool.
Yeah, it's very Legend of Zelda-esque.
Did you say Stadia?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Did you say Stadia just now?
Unfortunately, yes.
You said Stadia?
Yeah, unfortunately.
You can't talk about Stadia. You get off my Stadia train. Can't talk about Stadia.
Well, the other one, and this is a big what?
Joel says we're sellouts.
Why are we selling out?
Because getting paid by EA. Yeah, no, Joel.
We were getting paid by EA.
If we were getting paid by EA, we'd have better webcams.
I wish we were getting paid.
We're not getting paid. We just love this stuff.
Yeah.
And I kind of give them a half knock. I'm not into the other games, all the sports games. I'm not into it. And they have a huge library of sports games, EA does. That's why I've never subscribed to their Ultimate service, because most of their stuff was sports games. So
I may stream a Madden on our channel in the future, but I almost doubt it.
Yeah, I mean, it just was never my thing.
The other game that's going to be on all quote-unquote 5 systems is, since everything's going digital, back when digital was just starting, there was a game that was released, and it was out for a while, and then it was taken down, and nobody can get it anymore.
What game would that be?
They're re-releasing it later on this holiday season. Scott Pilgrim versus the World Complete
They made
Edition.
a game for that?
Yes, and it was an
What?
amazing game. The soundtrack was amazing. Everything was amazing.
Really? So I saw the movie. I didn't realize they had a game focused around that.
Yes, yeah, on PlayStation 3, you was able to buy. I bought it.
Oh man, PS3.
And I deleted it off my hard drive because I needed more space.
Oh, because it was digital only, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Digital only. Well, it's coming back. Holiday 2020. It's going to be.
Is it going to be new or just a remaster?
It didn't have to be remastered. It was a 8-bit style or 16-bit style.
Oh, so it's made to be that way. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, it's made to be that way. I've been wanting to play that game again for a long time, and not being able to get it has been pissing me off.
Now, let me ask a question about that in the same vein. So PlayStation, and I've noticed they do this. Like, they used to do a lot of digital giveaway content like that, and then they would take it out of the store, and it was just completely unavailable after that.
Right.
They had a streak of that in PS3 pretty badly.
Yeah. The one game that stands out from that is Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Because that game was just the way your characters, you can control your characters and everything was smooth, everything was fluid. It had a good story behind it because it kind of like the movie. I mean, it's a great movie.
Yeah.
But it was really, really good. I loved it, and I'm so happy that they're coming back with it. I didn't see if they were going to release a physical copy of it.
Probably not. I mean, it's still kind of a digital world.
I don't think they are, but when I do get it, I will probably get it on both the Switch and my PlayStation.
Yeah.
Just in case if I delete it off one to make room, I have it on another. Well, especially on the Switch, since you can pull the memory card out and put a new memory card in.
Well, and I think, so Switch, it sounds like that'd be a really good game on the Switch platform. The Switch is really good at bringing those low graphics, more cartoony games to life in a way that you can carry it around. More so, like PlayStation's a ton of overkill for a game like that, right?
Yes, very much.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that would be badass on Switch. And there's one more game. Let's see, where's it at?
Games.
I got it right here. There's 2 more games, but they're on the Switch only.
So are they re-releases or are they new?
One of them is a quote-unquote re-release, and then one of them is new.
Somebody smack Colton for me. Colton, I understand it was a mouse pad, okay? It's a paper mouse pad. I asked about the rounded corners. Okay. I should have never said anything. I should have just kept my mouth shut. All right, move on, Jeremy.
But anyway, as we all know, Mario's 35th anniversary is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
In a week, 1 week from now, or I think it's next week sometime, Super Mario 3D All-Stars is coming out.
Okay.
It's going to have Mario 64 on it.
Okay.
It's going to have Mario Sunshine, which was one of my favorite Mario. Everybody can bash me all they want.
What was the standout about Sunshine? Remind me.
You basically went around cleaning up paint off this island.
Oh, yeah, okay. I remember that. I never played it. I saw it.
Favorite Mario games ever.
Yeah.
And then they're going to have Mario Galaxy on there as well.
So are those going to be remasters, or are they going to be just...
They're supposed to bump up the graphics a little bit.
Okay, so because the Switch, the Switch is a Tegra-based Android box, basically.
Yep.
So I'm sure, it'll run way better than even like the 64 would have been able to do. They could bounce up those graphics.
Yeah.
Really high. So, Chris says, "What's up?" So just backstory on all the stuff in the chat here. Everybody that I work with is currently in the chat right now because they went golfing and I skipped out to do this. So,
must be nice to have time to go golfing.
Yeah. So be careful, baby,
But and then there's going to be a Zelda release.
A Zelda
release as well. Hyrule Warriors.
Okay.
It's going to be one of those hack and slash type games.
Okay.
So it's going to be fun, but it's taking place a year or 100 years before the Calamity.
So it's going way back.
Yes, it's going way back. It's basically telling the story of what happened up to the point where Link got put to sleep in that cave.
Now tell me one thing, because the thing that kills me about the current Zelda Breath of the Wind on Switch.
Wild.
Oh, yeah, wild. Okay. Whatever it is. The thing that kills me about that is the fact that you have to keep recreating weapons. Right? Like, so the breaking of the weapons kills me.
They haven't said anything about any of that yet. I can actually read you what it says. It says, set 100 years before the events of Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity is an upcoming prequel that will take you on a hack-and-slash adventure exploring Hyrule's past. As you set out to prevent the destruction of the kingdom, you lead your forces into battle, see the setting of Hyrule before it was struck by the Calamity, by Calamity Ganon. As well as controlling Link, you will also play as Zelda and many other champions of Hyrule.
Oh, that's cool. So you actually get to play as Zelda. So a Zelda game where you can play as Zelda.
Yes.
So people won't be wrong when they say I'm playing Zelda and they call the character Zelda.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That always killed me, man.
Yeah. And fun little fact, Robin Williams loved the game so much he named his daughter Zelda.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
She's a princess.
Yes, she is. But, yeah, I mean, there's tons of Nintendo news now. They went so long without having any news at all, and people were freaking out.
They just shoved it all together? Yeah.
Well, he won't be a baby, Joel. Quit being a hater. He was put to sleep after the Calamity, you jerk.
He's like 1,000,000 years old, man. 100 is nothing to a 1,000,000-year-old dude. 100 is a drop in that bucket.
And then Ring Fit, it beat Marvel Avengers to #1 in Japan.
Ring Fit
for Switch. It's an exercise game.
I remember that. So that game actually, like, all the peripherals sold out. Like, you couldn't get them anywhere. No. It was crazy how much reception that had. And then I read an article about that game, and the actual, like, cardio that you wind up doing, the calories burned, is so small. Like, you're better with, like, going outside and walking than playing this game.
But the thing is that it gets you moving in your house. That's what makes it appealing.
Another thing that'll, like, get you moving in your house is putting tacks on the floor. That'll get you moving in your house too.
Look how good Wii Fit did.
Yeah, Wii Fit did good. So I will admit, I had Wii Fit.
Yeah, I used it to play golf.
Of course, I exceeded the weight limit in every way.
Me too.
Of my Wii Fit. But
we couldn't put it on carpet. It's got to be on hard floor.
Hi, Tony. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, hi, Tony. How you doing?
It was a mouse pad, Tony. A mouse pad.
Tony. Don't even say hi to me. Just say hi to Curse. That's fine.
I wouldn't say hi to him either. But anyway.
And then they're going to have a Nintendo Switch controller, which I actually want to get. It's an Animal Crossing pad that looks like Tom Nook's face from Animal Crossing.
That'll be so.
It looks really, really cool, and I kind of want it. But
so I played Animal Crossing. I gave up on it after like 3 weeks. Chris says he loves you, Jeremy. It's really it's becoming a hostile stream environment currently. Yeah.
Y'all be nice. Y'all be nice.
Calm down in the chat. Calm down.
Yeah.
Simmer down now. Simmer down now. So, since we're on the topic of Switch, I'm going to ask you if you've ever done it, and be honest with me. Have you ever licked a Nintendo Switch cartridge?
No, I have not.
I have.
Why?
Do you know what they say about the Nintendo Switch cartridges?
They're bitter to keep kids from eating.
Exactly. Now, have you ever done it?
What about the leak story? Did somebody leak?
No, I'm not going to tell it on this stream. That story.
No, did you have an accident?
No, it was no. There was a leak in the ceiling at work, and I attempted to fix it rather than spending all the time and money to call out an AC repairman. And I fixed it.
Is it okay? Was it at work or at home?
It was at work.
They have money, Curtis.
Well, no, you're right, but you're
not a plumber.
The water was leaking over my coworker's head, and I wanted to help them.
Move their station.
Yeah, no. There's no room in there to move them. So I was trying to keep it from leaking all over them.
It was like extreme. So let me ask, were you getting Chris wet all day at work?
Yeah, I mean, I do that without the leak.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Okay, this stream just went to, like, mature now, so.
Well, not everybody knows what we're talking about.
But anyway, you haven't licked a cartridge.
No, I have not.
You need to lick a cartridge.
You want me to do it right now?
Lick a cartridge. Don't, like, put the whole thing in your mouth, but, like, take a good lick to the backside of the cartridge.
Pokemon Shield.
Oh, you gotta violate Pokemon Shield. All right. Don't
Yeah.
lick the metal part. Just like the back of the cartridge where there's no
I'm not
sticker.
stupid, Curtis.
Well,
That's why I've never
it
licked the
doesn't come with
cartridge.
instructions.
I'm not stupid. I won't lick the card.
It doesn't come with instructions.
Here we go.
Put it on there good. Yeah, it's nasty, isn't it? It's disgusting. That'll keep a kid
You know
from
what
eating
that
it.
tastes like?
What?
You know what that tastes like? We did a fit test at work.
Yeah.
That irritant that they pump in there?
Yes.
That's what it tastes like.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So actually, I did this to Chris, who's in the stream chat earlier this week. I took a processor at work, turned a can of air upside down, and I froze it. Well, it turns out that stuff that they put in there is a bitterant, so that you don't huff it. So I came home to eat lunch after that, and everything I ate tasted like that bitterant, and I had no idea why. And so I spit out everything I was eating and didn't eat lunch. Well, I figured it out like an hour later. So.
Yeah.
An Epson ink cartridge, you do need 1500 to make it work. You cannot print without magenta, Tony. It's very important that you have a full magenta ink cartridge when using Canon products.
But magenta's the best, bro.
Sure, you can't have white without magenta.
And with all the good news and stuff coming out for Switch, they did manage to piss me off a lot.
What? Well, I mean, that's normal.
Well, out of all these legacy games that they have, Mario's 35th anniversary. Shout out to Mario.
Yeah, I got my Nintendo on. Yeah.
They decided to do a special edition console.
Mm-hmm.
But instead of doing it as one of their legacy games, like a Zelda or Mario,
what did they do?
Like they did Fortnite, of all things. And yes, I play Fortnite. I get it.
That's a total sellout. That is a sellout. That's the definition of a sellout, Joel.
Yes. There's your sellout, Joel. But,
yeah.
What's up, Jonathan?
Don't interact with him either. Jonathan's not as cool as he says he is.
But and another thing, Modern War or Cold War pissed me off too.
Well, but why though? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Now. Mm-hmm.
Because everything is going digital.
You just haven't gone with the times, man. Okay.
I like physical copies.
Pause for a second.
Hold on. Okay.
In the chat, you have to tell me, does anybody still get physical... Now, Chris, you are not allowed to make a decision here because you don't have internet. But does anybody actually buy digital copies or physical copies of games anymore? It's all digital, right? Everybody gets a digital copy. Jeremy is the only person I know who has really good internet and still buys a physical copy of games. What is up with this?
All right, Colton, we will.
Stream the meme, a meme stream. Well, anyway, continue. It's digital only.
Okay. Call of Duty Cold War, which I'm actually, especially after the multiplayer reveal the other day, I'm really, really excited for. It's still boots on the ground. There's no flying around like a bunch of idiots.
Is it way more traditional? I haven't really watched the trailer yet.
It is more traditional.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be set in between Black Ops 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So they made, in my opinion, a bad decision. There's only one edition available for hard copy.
Oh.
It's just a base edition.
So they're letting you get other editions in digital only, though?
Yes. You have 3 different choices.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is just the basic for PS4.
Yeah.
The other 2 allow you to do the PS5 upgrade. But you're only allowed the access to the open beta starting on the 8th for PlayStation, because Xbox sucks, and 13th on for the Xbox of next month. You can only get access to it if you pre-order the digital.
Well, I will say, they're going to the market there. So most people get the digital copy. It's why GameStop's going out of business. Right. Most people are into the digital.
If you look at the percentages of people who have internet, it's very, very low.
So let me just give you the results from the stream here. So we see a couple for physical. Chris's vote for physical does not count. That guy, he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Well, I agree with you, Chris. I count yours as a vote.
But the only reason Chris does physical is because he can't get a digital copy with his internet connectivity. Joel, I agree. PC Master Race, man. I think Colton will agree with me there too. And Colton, I hope your hard drive is big enough. You tend to have problems. Anyway, I always buy digital, so I haven't bought a
She said.
physical copy in a very, very long time. The last physical thing I bought, I want to say, was maybe Modern Warfare 3 was the last physical.
Yeah.
They've been drinking at golf. Anyway.
Well, I've been drinking here earlier too when I was playing Call of Duty. So, but I agree with you, Chris.
Yeah, so I buy everything. I buy everything digital. I concur that we have a problem in the console market where the size of the install disk is too small. So just to take Xbox take on that, the One S only has a 256 gig internal SSD. The One X is significantly larger, but they do have a really good technology for expansion via basically what is an NVMe expansion plug-in disk on the back. It looks like kind of it's really weird. You remember memory cards for like a PS2? They look like PS2 memory cards on steroids, but they're little NVMe disks. Yeah. Wow.
I'm trying to pull something up.
It's going to be hard to go to work with you guys on Monday. Just so you know.
Hold on. I'm trying to pull something up because the price of those SSDs to upgrade those, because they're specific ones, is
tremendous, right? So what they're doing is they're wrapping an enterprise grade SSD with really heavy read speeds, but that's what I'm getting at. So they're like the One S
matters.
Hashtag size matters. Yeah.
I'm gonna like that one too. Ta-da!
Oh my gosh, Chris. That doesn't make any sense. I think you'd be paying for other physical things before you got to that point.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the One S, it doesn't have a CD or DVD tray, right? So you can't even take a physical copy. You know what I want to see, Jeremy, for physical copies for console games? I want to see a 250 gig flash NVMe on a slot cartridge, right? I want them to stop giving us discs.
That would be awesome.
I wish it was that affordable because you're paying like $59.99 right now for a DVD. For even 128 or 64 gig flash disc, they could wrap that into a package. Oh man, it's gonna be really hard to go to work Monday. I may be sick.
Yeah, you have to be sick. You know what? I'm just glad I don't work with them. But if I did, at least I'd have one person on my side.
Size lives matters. Size lives matter.
But no, the thing is, though, the digital editions of those consoles are going to be smaller hard drives than the disc consoles.
They are. So into my next segue here, what about going completely digital? If we talk about cloud gaming, so
here's the thing: if they're going to be a lower price, you're not going to have the disc drive in there. Put a bigger hard drive in it. Make people want to go digital. If you really want to put a bigger hard drive.
I will tell you exactly where Microsoft's going with it. If you have enough bandwidth to download, let's say Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, right? That is 250 gigabytes for that game right now. If you have enough bandwidth to download that and not be mad, you probably have enough bandwidth to stream that in the cloud. And when they launch the Series Xboxes, they are going to make the cloud. It was Project X Cloud. Now it's going to be cloud gaming. Public. So I was actually a beta for that for a long time. I've been playing it for a while. If you're on a good enough connection, you can't tell you're not playing it, live in person.
And I'm going to admit, as big of a PlayStation fanboy as I am, that's one thing that Xbox has over PlayStation.
Yeah.
Is the cloud game. They have their PlayStation Now service, but it's not nearly as good
It's a catch-up, man. They're having to catch up to Xbox. So
I know.
Yeah.
But the thing is PlayStation's always been a console-only, strict console thing. It's never been it's just started evolving with the PS4, starting on the PS3, and then slowly evolving on the PS4.
I'm going to tell you where it really started was the PS Vita. Remember the PS Vita? That thing, you could game stream from your PlayStation to your PS Vita. That was like the first thing I ever saw that was not playing on the console in a PlayStation world.
And then they slowly rolled it over to a phone and a tablet.
They did, in a Windows app and an Android app, but it took forever to get there.
But dude, there was like a 22 millisecond lag. It was horrible.
It's horrible, right? Like you couldn't play first-person shooter. I've played Call of Duty on xCloud, and it works. It works very well. Yeah. You can't tell there's any lag. You just pair.
You also have to have a good enough internet connection to send the upload as well as the download.
So I was sitting in an airport in Houston when I played last, on airport free Wi-Fi, and it was completely fine. I also I've played it on my 4G. It's a little flaky on 4G, but with the 5G's launching in a lot of places, my phone's 5G capable. Yes, Whataburger ketchup is the best ketchup. With 5G connectivity coming out, I think cloud gaming is going to take more of a stand. I really hope PlayStation can keep up. I don't think Stadia is going to push PlayStation at all. Stadia won't. No, I don't think Stadia is a platform for that.
No. I know you offered me to get in with the beta with you.
Yeah.
To share it with me. I just have no interest in it. Everything I play is on the console. I don't see the point in. I'm hoping eventually it will get to a point where if you buy it on one console,
you get it everywhere, right?
You pay an extra $10 or $15 and have it on the other console.
I wish it would.
But until then, I will never own more than just a PlayStation and a Switch.
Yeah, that's what kills me. I have a Stadia subscription. I've had Stadia Pro. I played their Pro free games. I actually streamed one of their Pro free games a while back. That was West of Loathing, that game.
I bought it on the Switch.
Yeah, so
it's actually a funny ass game for being a stick
It is.
figure.
It's a really good game. If you haven't checked out West of Loathing, that's a great game to go look at. But anyway, the Stadia platform, like playing on it, super smooth. The controller is great. No complaints about the hardware or the software. What I have complaints with is their library method. I don't want to pay $60 for a game on a different platform when I already own it for PC and Xbox. I don't want to. Especially when Xbox is coming out with its streaming platform. I may as well buy into that ecosystem and do everything I want to do no matter where I'm at with just purchasing it once. It makes the most sense, right? And I think Microsoft knows that. So they're really pushing into the cloud game streaming realm, for sure. Yeah.
I was going to say, an Xbox will never go over to a system where I'm thinking now that, because PlayStation was like that for a long time where they didn't want to cooperate with nobody.
Yeah.
Especially cross-platform.
Mm-hmm.
Since they've slowly gotten into that, I'm feeling like they're more open to other options. As far as you buy it on our system, you pay an extra $10, $15, you can have it on another system. Xbox will never do that, and I'll explain why. On the Xbox 360, when it first came out, their original plan was you could give the game to somebody, but you can only give it to one other person.
Yeah.
And that almost killed that's what killed the Xbox 360. That's why the PS4 beat it out. Because everybody was afraid they were going to eventually go back.
And honestly, the 360 was super underpowered, man. The PlayStation. Well, even the I owned both back in the day. I'm reading your messages. No, I'm not playing with it everywhere, Jonathan. Just in the Houston airport.
Only where it matters.
Yeah, exactly. Only where there's other people.
Only on Tuesday.
That was a Thursday. Anyway, so I don't know. I feel like Microsoft has had a shift, so you might not be that into it. I'm a computer nerd too, so I'm pretty aware that Microsoft has had a shift in leadership over the last couple of years. So when the 360 came out, Microsoft's platform for gaming was let's make money on the hardware, right? Yeah. Now they could care less about the hardware.
As long as they're selling digital, they get a 30% cut of all digital.
Yeah, they want your subscription money.
That's why the price of that all-digital console is only $300.
Exactly. They don't care about selling you that hardware. They want you to be able to play 4K and stream their games with their subscription. Now, I think Microsoft today is more open to letting you use that everywhere. They want you to buy it from them and be able to use it wherever you want to use it. They don't care if you're buying their hardware.
Yeah, but see, the only reason why they're agreeing to let you go on PC is because it's Microsoft. That's the only reason.
Now, the nag I have with Microsoft's platform for that is I like to install my games from Steam, right? I use Steam. I use GOG Galaxy. I like to install and manage my games there, especially GOG, man. That's terrific. But they want you to push everything through the Microsoft Store, which when you install it through the Microsoft Store, it comes over as an app, and it's really hard to manage. I wish they would let you integrate your Steam and generate Steam keys for it.
And the part of the reason why it comes over as apps is because Windows 10 was designed to be streamlined so they could put it on tablets. That's the only reason.
Well, so yeah, the Metro app layout that they have, for sure. They wanted to be more tablet friendly and get out of the desktop realm. But that's, again, the same model. They want to get into being, you want to buy their software no matter what you want to put it on. So I got to give Tony a shout out because she's asked me 3 times. Hi, Tony. I think I've already. I said hi earlier. You just completely
he
ignored
shouted
me.
you out when you first got in here.
You just
been paying
ignored
attention
me.
to other comments.
Escalady.
Who is Tony?
Tony is Tony.
Who are you?
Tony is
Who
Tony.
are you?
Hey, you know what?
Tell me who
You
are.
should ask Tony how to make a sandwich. Real good at it.
A sandwich? No,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. That's not.
No,
good.
she's a professional sandwich maker.
Oh well.
That's what she does for us at the office.
I've learned you never buy a woman anything for a birthday or Christmas with a plug,
Wait a minute.
like a vacuum or a.
Yeah, you better be specific.
Well, yeah. Or you never ask them how to make a sandwich.
Well, you never ask. You ask them to make the sandwich.
No, I never even ask how to make a sandwich. I know how to make a damn sandwich. I'll make it myself. I'm a grown ass man.
I don't eat sandwiches.
I'll make my own damn sandwich and grab my own beer.
Well, yeah, okay. Chris doesn't. Chris is incompetent. So.
Yeah, no, yeah, he's so incompetent. He's got to wear Depends.
Yeah, exactly. Not incontinent. Anyway, that's what I meant to say. Anyway, I think game streaming is going to take off. All right, so we're getting a lot of connectivity to people's homes. I mean, you've got gigabit fiber coming in for relatively cheap prices. You've got services like Starlink through Tesla, where the latency is less than 20 milliseconds now, and you can get really good bandwidth with less than 20 milliseconds without running a cable to your house. So I think that kind of stuff's going to help.
I'm going to admit something here, but I'm slowly starting to go digital.
Yeah, it's about time. You're like 20 years too late, buddy.
Shut up. I'm 38 years old. I like physical copies of things, okay?
So, and I will say that at one point it was always great to have a physical copy because you could take it to GameStop and you could trade it in for money. You can't do that with a digital copy. Well, okay, they gypped you sometimes.
Okay, what the problem that I have with digital is, like we discussed earlier, is they take it off and you can't never get it again.
So I haven't found that in newer generations of things, right?
No.
I think they learned their lesson back then because people were pissed about that.
Yeah.
They'd get even if it was a free giveaway game, they'd download it and then they'd get a new console. They'd get excited about buying a new console and they go to download it again and it doesn't exist. I mean, they were really upset. I remember those articles that came out around that. I don't think they do that again. So I haven't noticed that on Xbox. I haven't had a PlayStation in 4 years, so I'm not sure how they are today. But anyway.
There was something else I wanted to talk about, and I can't find my notes. I can't find it in my notes to talk about. I'm getting very, very, very angry.
Yeah, so I'll talk about something. Last night, I played Fall Guys. I streamed Fall Guys for the first time. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I was really terrible at it. I know that's one of your favorite games, Jeremy. So are you playing that on PlayStation?
Yes.
Okay. Is it...
Yeah.
I find it impossible to play with a keyboard.
It is. It's more fun and more enjoyable to play with a mouse or with a controller. Yeah. I mean, it's just like Flight Simulator. I don't want to play it with a keyboard because it sucks.
Well, so it literally is impossible to play Flight Sim without a keyboard. Literally. But yeah, I played it last night and I had to get my controller out and I was still terrible at it. I'm hoping maybe at some point crossplay is not a thing for that game. I wish it were, but we're not going to be able to play together.
I've read in some notes that they had on their website that it's eventually going to be an update, but until then we're just going to have to suck it up and just play by ourselves because I'd really like to get together as a team and play. Yeah, especially
Joel just said he wants to play with us, but yeah.
Sometime this weekend, we do need to get together and do some Call of Duty split screen on the stream.
Yeah, let us know if you guys would like to see that. Jeremy and I both playing Call of Duty at the same time where you can see both of our screens.
Yeah, you'll see both of the way both of us play. I'm a lot more run into the middle of stuff with a quick to pull weapon, and he's more of, I'm going to just do circles around the map.
Yeah, I do circles around the map. I have come up with my routes, and they work.
Not good enough.
They sure do. I'm just not good enough. That's the problem. It's not my routes, it's me.
Oh, I am happy to say that, last Sunday, I beat my record on shipment.
Your record, your bad record or your good record?
Oh, my good record.
Okay.
The best I've done is 73 and 33.
Yeah.
73 kills, 33 deaths. Last weekend, I went 87 and 20.
Yeah, I went 84 and 30 something the other day. Running my routes, thank you. So not too bad, and that was with a pistol, man.
Yeah, depending on the map, I have routes too.
Yeah. I mean, but your play style's a little different. You talked about Flight Simulator earlier. I want to talk about Flight Simulator. So,
Yeah,
have you
let's go.
downloaded the update? There was update pack 1. It came out like last week.
No, I have not. I don't think I have, unless it automatically downloaded. I don't know.
Yeah, so it would have next time you launched. It should have. They
Okay.
fixed a couple things there, but now they're doing update pack 2, which is pretty cool. They're actually adding a lot of content to the store and some fixes. So I don't know if you experienced this on your computer. So I'm running an RTX 2060 Super and a pretty decent CPU. It's a Ryzen 7, and I still it caps me at 40 frames per second playing that game. And I can play Call of Duty at 110 frames a second, but with
Yeah.
Flight Simulator I'm at 40. Yeah, so it's a CPU GPU thing. They haven't optimized it, but they are coming out with Pack 2 for the updates. There's going to be a few more like runways. They're going to add some purchasable planes to it. So we're going to check that out. Yeah.
Purchase. I knew they were gonna.
So have you looked at the purchasables? They're like $20 to buy a plane.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Also,
I'm paying whatever they offer for free, and that's it.
Well, you want something cool for free? This dude took the time. And I will send a link. I will post it in the chat if you want me to. The guy took the time to make a Star Destroyer, an X-wing, and the Millennium Falcon for flying in Flight Simulator.
Send that to me so I can download that.
They are janky. He said that you need to start them mid-air. Taking off is impossible on some of them. They don't have gauges, and they don't have sound.
Well, if you're flying from outside the cockpit, you don't need gauges.
Well, yeah, you do. You're right. You have the other gauges, and he said they don't have sound. But what they're made for is flying over people's houses and taking a screenshot. So you say there's a Star Destroyer right over your house. And I don't know if you think it's creepy or not. Have you tried to find where you live in Flight Simulator with a small plane?
I have. Yeah.
Yeah, I did too. It's creepily detailed, right?
I flew over a buddy of mine's house in Florida.
Yeah.
And I have his address because we send each other stuff every once in a while. And I took a screenshot on Google Maps.
Yeah.
And I flew over it and I active paused it.
Uh-huh.
And then I took a picture of my monitor. Mm-hmm. And sent him both pictures. He's like, "What the hell, dude?"
Yeah, it's really creepy. Super creepy.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, if you guys haven't seen that in the chat, what Microsoft has done with Flight Simulator is take a topology overlay from Google Maps. Actually, it's Bing Maps. It can't be Google Maps. Hey, Jordan, what's up? You catching us?
Hey, Jordan.
So they took Bing Maps, and then they do this AI processing to put houses and things on it and all the topology. It looks really good. The creepy part is it's real stuff. So it's not made up world. It's real stuff down to the street. I see my car in front of my house.
Yeah.
It's really crazy. So let us know. Do you guys think that's creepy or cool? I think it's kind of cool.
I love it.
Don't give your address out to anybody.
No.
And actually, a lot of people flew planes into the hurricane. I never got to do it because it dissipated before I got to play again. But you could actually fly into Hurricane Laura and through the eye, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, because it pulls real world weather.
Real world weather and satellite data in real time. If you have the check mark on, I'll say that it uses about 10 gigs an hour for my computer to pull that down.
Yeah.
But totally worth it. It's super realistic. I enjoy it muchly.
I did a test stream to test out the tower.
Mm-hmm.
For those of you who don't know, let's see your card. Yeah, that is kind of creepy. But I bought or in the process of buying a tower so I can actually stream Flight Simulator myself off of my laptop.
Yeah.
So I did a little test stream the other day, and I flew between two of the pyramids of Giza. And the way they actually had them rendered, it looked amazing.
Yeah, and that's on your laptop, dude. That's a GTX 1060. Yeah, 1060. Yep. That's an older GPU, plenty of power, but I mean, it doesn't crunch. It's nice.
No, it's an Acer Predator Helios 300 with a GTX 1060.
See, I'm trying to convert you over to the PC Master Race a little at a time.
I'm getting there slowly, but
it's an expensive race to join.
I know. When I can't do a mouse. Have you seen the price of the new cards?
Yeah. So actually, let's talk about the GTX series, the new 3000 series GTX, and the big Navis, because that's news coming up pretty soon. You can actually pre-order the 3080s now. So the 3080 for $699, right? The previous series, the best card you could get was a 2080 Ti, or it might have been a 2090. Anyway,
no,
with 2080 Ti, right? So that card was like $900, $1,000. So for $700, you get more than twice the performance out of the 3080. It has twice the CUDA cores. It
with
has
ray tracing.
and the ray tracing, which the 2080 Super had, or 2080 Ti had. But you can run 4K and even 8K on these things, man. 8K is not even in monitors yet. I'm not even running 4K. But for $699, and the 3070 is going to be even cheaper, and it's kind of so. If you get a 3070 Super, you can get more GDDR6, so you can render more stuff, and still get more performance than a 2080 from last year for way cheaper. It's going to be crazy. And NVIDIA, or not NVIDIA, that is NVIDIA, AMD is coming out with the big Navi GPU to compete. I think it's going to be a bit of a flop. If Colton's still in the chat, drop me a comment about it, because Colton is running a AMD graphics card right now. He's kind of our AMD guy. But Big Navi's coming out, and it just kills me they didn't release it near the NVIDIA GPUs. I think they were kind of waiting for NVIDIA to come out and figure out how they were going to fight back, which is not a good sign for a new GPU.
No.
But the Zen 3 architecture is coming out, which is processors. So I anticipate the Zen 2 architecture, which is the current Ryzen 9s and 7s, are going to get significantly cheaper. So it's going to be a good time to buy a used Ryzen 9. I think I'm going to try to get on that train. For sure.
I'm not updating anything until I necessarily have to.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I'll update my consoles before I update a computer. So.
Yeah, but you're still a console guy. You're just hard set in your ways.
Here's the thing: I pay a set price for a console, and I don't have to upgrade it. I just buy games for it.
And that's the difference in me and you. You don't like to tinker.
Yeah. Well, I do like to tinker,
but not with that stuff. It frustrates you.
Stuff that costs me $1,000 per component, and risk messing it up.
Well, and there are cheaper ways. Nothing in my computer costs anywhere near that much money.
Right. And I think that's the reason why Colton sells all the computers he redoes.
Yeah, Colton's he's got some good prices. You got to hit that guy up for some parts, man.
Yeah.
The
tower that I got right now that I've been streaming with here since last Sunday.
Yep.
It's been off of that tower, and it's only got a 1050 Ti in it.
It's got 1050 Ti is a pretty good card, though.
Yeah, it's a really, really good card.
Yeah.
But I think that's the reason, because he's an AMD guy. He gets rid of all the TI stuff.
I think if Colton found himself a 3080, he'd convert in a heartbeat.
I think so too. Because I've been watching videos and stuff on the specs on it.
Have you watched them playing Doom on it?
Yeah, dude.
Freaking Doom in 4K at 140 FPS. And no frame drop. It's insane.
No frame drop, nothing. I mean, it's crazy.
Insane, man. And actually, I believe it is Doom, or it might not be Doom. I want to say it's Death Stranding. They're going to add a whole other category to their graphics settings for the 3090s that is like 8K Super Ultra.
Yeah.
It's going to be ridiculous.
We're getting to a point. Let's see.
No, the chat history didn't disappear. I think we just had so many that rolled up. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
No, what I was going to say, I forgot what I was going to say.
That happens as you get older.
Oh, you're lagging out, dude.
No, it's not me. It's just you.
Oh. But
but yeah, I mean,
hey, I got comparable. I mean, I got comparable hardware here. It's not me. It's you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
But no, I'm slowly turning PC, but I can't. I like paying a set price for a system, and then by the end of the console's life, they finally start to unlock its full potential. Which is why if you compare Call of Duty, what was right after Ghost? Was it Advanced Warfare?
Black Ops?
No,
Black Ops?
No.
Advanced Warfare. It was Advanced Warfare.
Yeah, it was Advanced Warfare. If you compare Advanced Warfare to what we have now,
oh yeah, big difference.
Huge difference. But they finally, and the thing is, what I was reading the other day, they still haven't fully unlocked the potential of the PS4.
No, I mean that tends to happen. They bundle all this stuff in, and then the engines just can't do it. But I mean, the PS4 and really the Xbox One X, the older 4K version now, those consoles were kind of the first iteration of really like a PC in a box.
Yeah.
So they're running actual PC architecture, x86 architecture, where before, like the PS3, that was a custom silicon chip. It was a crazy custom chip, but it was a custom chip. They're not doing that anymore, and I think we're seeing a less difference between what a console can do and what a computer can do. Now, I will say that for a long time, consoles had computers beat, man. Like, you couldn't get affordable computer hardware that could be comparable to what they were doing with the custom silicon in consoles. Yeah. Now, I think today that's no longer a thing. The
reason why it's not a thing anymore, this is just my assumption.
Yeah.
Is the console companies can't come up with the same stuff that PCs are coming up with.
Well, you don't have as much money, right? You got to fit this thing into a $600 package.
Yep. So they're outsourcing to PC companies that do these graphics cards and all that stuff. Yeah.
Tony again. They are. So, like, for the Xbox, they're running AMD stuff, which is actually like super crazy too. For the Series X, they're running an AMD GPU. It runs a little over 10 teraflops. Mm-hmm. But they're doing ray tracing on that thing, which they don't even do ray tracing on AMD CPUs today.
No.
So the big Navi is supposed to, the new 3000 series AMD cards are supposed to have ray tracing. We haven't seen it yet, but I actually just read, it's pretty recent, the Series X stuff, the reviewers just got them, but somebody was looking at some of the ray tracing and they said it's immaculate. Like, it's really, really good.
Yeah.
I haven't been gone from work that long, Tony. It's only been a couple hours.
Stalker. Excuse me.
Tony's been drinking.
Oh, yeah.
It's probably been White Claw. Pumpkin Spice White Claw, I'm going to say.
White Claws, really?
Pumpkin Spice White Claw.
Just get some vodka and get it over with.
Probably that, too. But anyway, I think it's kind of cool they're going to do ray tracing on AMD hardware, because normally that's been an NVIDIA lockdown thing. I don't know about the PlayStation. Have you heard anything ray tracing on PlayStation?
No. The only thing we've gotten so far is that video that was posted. The game doesn't even exist. It was just something that they made to show off the ray tracing and the capabilities of it.
Yeah.
But it looked amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Just the way the light was.
You're not basic, Tony. You just like White Claw. That's all.
That's all right. Everybody's got their drink of choice.
Yeah.
Mine is whiskey.
In a goblet. A goblet of whiskey.
With a skeleton hand.
Yeah, that's
it's Halloween's coming
Halloween
up,
special.
Yeah. My daughter bought me that cup, so I'm going to use it to its full advantage.
There you go. Put your whiskey in it.
But no, the video that we got, it was really, really amazing to watch. I mean, I've watched it 20, 30 times over. I can't believe what they're actually doing with consoles now compared to, consoles are slowly catching up to PCs.
Yeah.
They're still, I remember when PCs were way behind consoles, the 8-bit systems.
Yeah, I mean, that really wasn't that far away, right?
No, that was back in the 80s?
Well, not even that. I think we're talking about, like, I can say in the 90s, so when the original Xbox came out, the OG Xbox, PCs were still, like, years behind, right? The Xbox blew people's minds on what it could do in a console.
Oh, yeah. So did the PlayStation, the first PlayStation, the PSX.
Yeah. I
mean, it was like, oh, my God, this looks so real. But it was, I mean, you play it now.
It's like, oh, my God, what were we thinking?
It's like garbage. Granted, the cutscenes look really, really good.
They were just video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the animation that they had back then.
Yeah.
But now it's getting to the point where they don't even have to do animation. The animation is the game.
Yep, they render it.
It is the game. So when you're playing, there's no difference in visuals from, your cutscenes and your gameplay.
Yeah.
All the same, which that's what makes me super excited. Because, like I said, I'm a console guy. Mm-hmm. I've never been a PC guy.
Yeah.
And the fact that console's only, a year, not a year, but a graphics card away from matching PCs. I mean, that excites me.
And so, just for comparison, so I talked about the 10 teraflops that the Xbox Series X can do. The 3080, I want to say it's a 3080. You can quote me if I'm wrong. Correct me in the chat. It's like 20-something teraflops, like 25 teraflops. It's almost double what the Series X has.
That's not even overclocking.
No, that's just out of the box, man. But The real question I have about all this graphical update to consoles, you might be the exception because if you don't know, Jeremy actually plays all his console games on a gaming monitor.
Yes.
So
I cannot play on a TV. You can ask Curtis. I went to his house and tried
he
playing on
just
a
gives
TV.
up.
It's horrible.
Yeah, he just gives up. So
Yeah.
what I don't understand, what I'm not going to say I don't understand, what I don't know how it's going to work out is all this graphical enhancement. So we're talking about high frame rate. We're talking about ray tracing and low latency. Well, you're going to do that on your 42-inch HDMI 1.2 TV that's not going to support any of this stuff.
Yeah, on TVs that have a 12 millisecond response time.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna completely degrade the experience by putting it on that kind of TV. So either you're gonna buy this $600 console. Yeah, it's getting crazy in the chat.
No. We'll let them do their own thing.
Yeah, we're just letting them fly now. So you're gonna buy this $600 console, and then you're looking at having to buy a $1,500 TV to get the most out of it.
Yeah.
There's some TVs that are certified though. Have you seen any PlayStation 5 certified TVs? I believe there are some coming out.
There are some coming out. The only one that I remember seeing was that I think it was like a 32-inch.
Yeah, because you can't get big panels in doing that.
But the thing is it done the 3D without glasses.
Oh, really?
That was the only thing.
Hey, so speaking of glasses, do you think they're going to come out with a VR for the PS5 at any point?
They're rumored to have a PSVR 2 coming out.
Okay.
The PlayStation VR is actually going to be compatible with the PlayStation 5.
But you're not going to get the graphic experience it's capable of.
No. Right now, the PlayStation VR has a pixelated screen on the inside.
Yeah.
It's an LCD screen.
Yeah, it's that the screen door effect. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Which it's still really cool because it's VR, but it has its limitations. It's not, PC VR.
Yeah.
But the PlayStation VR 2 is rumored to have OLED screens in it.
Nice.
Instead of LCD screens. So
it has LCD right now? Well, that's rough,
yeah,
man.
That's rough. LCD.
Yeah, it's rough.
And when you have LCD right up against your face,
it's not great.
That's why you have the screen door effect.
Yeah, my Samsung has the OLEDs, and I can say it's a much significantly better kind of screen for that use case. Yeah. For sure.
But I'm going to tell you right now, even though it's got that screen door effect, playing Gran Turismo, especially.
Oh yeah, I mean it's super cool, right?
On VR,
you kind of forget that there's a screen door there. Yeah.
I wish I had the steering wheel set up.
Yeah.
With the pedals and all that.
Because I would really realistic
shifter.
Yeah.
And all that. I mean, it's really, really awesome.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward. If I ever do get a 380, it'd be really cool to run VR on it. Now my Samsung obviously can't push it that hard. I think the PS5 has a really good entry into that market. It can push the graphics if they're going to put like a more than 1080p screen per eye with OLED in there.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get some crazy stuff out of that.
It's going to be because it's going to be over a headset.
Yeah,
it's limited to 1080.
Yeah,
but there's going to. What I read, this isn't official from Sony.
We aren't official Sony people.
There's going to be updates to it to upgrade the visuals.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's some things they can do, right? They're going to build
OLED will cover up to 4K.
Yeah, it sure will. It just depends on how they grow it. And I'm hoping that they can put 4K in and downscale it to 1080p until they're ready to push. But I know we're getting really far with VR technology. I actually had a conversation with Joel, who's been commenting in the chat during the week, about VR because I feel like it has a lot of potential in the market, right? It's really cool. It used to be VR was this really hard to get thing where you had to have this ridiculous computer, and you were tethered to it with this big honking cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that anymore.
And that's one of the other rumors for the PS5.
Yeah.
PlayStation VR 2 is supposed to be. It's rumored to be wireless.
Yeah, I mean we're gonna see how that goes, right?
Yeah, which I don't know. With the way batteries are going, nowadays, it might be okay. I mean, because you don't want to play VR for more than an hour anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Because you will get sick. Yeah, I've done it.
It will make you sick.
Yeah.
But I mean, my wife, she gets motion sick real easy. You know that.
Yeah.
But I put her playing Gran Turismo in a Mustang, Ford Mustang on a track.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah, well, and
You don't get motion sick at all.
It's a little bit different of an experience because it's all literally right in front of your eye. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm kind of in the camp where I'd rather have the tether and not worry about it. The tethers have gotten smaller, so basically, like my tether on my Samsung headset is only the size of a regular HDMI cable. It's not this big honking sucker that's hard to drag around. But like the Valve Index, which is the newest headset, it's like $1,200 on the market right now. I mean, it has finger. You can open your hands and it actually tracks your fingers.
And I'm going to plug somebody right now. Another channel. It's MERP TV.
MERP? M-E-R-P?
M-E-R-P.
Yep.
MERP TV. If you haven't checked him out, he has that whole real...
The Valve Index?
Everything.
Yeah.
Set up where you can move fingers and stuff. Not only is it really cool to watch, but he's funny as hell.
You know what I want to see at a PC VR is Flight Simulator in PC VR.
Yes.
Because could you imagine? So I'm a pilot with my VR on. Now I can't touch my keyboard and mouse, right? Because I've got VR on. But I could, like they have, if you've ever seen the inside of the cockpit in Flight Simulator, it has all the gauges, it has all the knobs and bells and whistles. I mean, if you could grab those in VR, you won't get a tactile response out of it, obviously, but like you can go grab it and move your throttle controls or grab the wheel or the rudders. That'd be really, really cool. Because the thing that kills me about playing Flight Simulator now is the inability to look side to side and get a view without having 3 monitors and this really round thing going on in my my streaming setup. Because I want to like look at the airport while I'm landing, but in a regular plane you do that by looking over your shoulder. You can't do that today. Right?
Yeah, there is one game that you can do that on.
What is that?
And it's for PlayStation. It's for console.
Of course it is.
PlayStation VR. It's Rogue Squadron.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've seen that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That I want to get it and try it.
Yeah.
But I'm afraid I'm gonna get sick while playing.
I never get sick when I play. I mean, I have had those sessions where I play too much. If it's like 2 or 3 hours, like when I'm playing Half-Life Alyx, I forget that I'm playing VR. Like I think I'm in the game, especially in that headset because it looks really, really good.
Yeah, all the jump scares are real.
Yeah, I think I'm in the. I feel like I'm in the game, and 2 or 3 hours will go by before I even realize it's been 2 or 3 hours, and then the next thing I know, I bump into a wall by accident, and I remember, oh crap, I'm in a headset. And then I have to get out of it, and when I'm after I get out of it, I'm like really tired and sweaty. Because I've been standing there being like super stressed out and have my heart rate at 120 beats per minute with jump scares for the last 3 hours. But I don't realize it till I like snap out of it. So I don't get sick. Some people do, but I do have that. I get too pulled into it. It's kind of a problem, but
yeah. But the only other thing about the PlayStation VR that makes it really worth the value is the fact that you can watch, even like let's say your TV goes out or your monitor that you're playing on.
You can watch movies on that thing, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can scale the video, the screen size from something like this in front of your head,
gigantic,
something like this, to an actual movie, like an IMAX size screen.
So does the screen door effect affect you in movie mode as much?
Not really.
Okay. Because
the sound immersion.
Yeah.
For example, the first thing I tested on my VR was Metallica Through the Never.
Mm-hmm.
That's a concert film.
Yeah.
So I had it on a giant. It was 3D.
Oh, so you could look around at the concert.
You can actually put 3D Blu-rays in your PlayStation if you have a VR and watch them in 3D.
That's pretty cool.
The other really cool thing is if you have your headset on, which you kind of have to with the VR headset, the PSVR, is when you turn your head, depending on which way you turn it, the sound shifts.
Oh, so it uses the TRX and surround. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, it's really, really cool. It makes it more immersive, which kind of blinds you to the fact that
you forget a little bit about the visuals being subpar in places. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So the day I'm looking forward to is when AR really gets here.
You want to know something really cool about AR?
Yeah.
Because of the 35th anniversary of Mario, they're coming out with Mario Super Circuit AR.
For your phone?
No, for your Switch.
But how's it going to be an augmented reality for your Switch? That doesn't make any sense.
It's coming with, I can't remember what it's coming with. It's either 1 or 2 carts.
Okay.
Like RC cars
Yeah.
that you control with your Switch.
Oh, that's kind of cool because the Switch has
They
Bluetooth.
have a camera.
Yeah.
They have a camera on it.
Yeah.
And you set up gates around your house, around your your living room or whatever.
Oh, and that's kind of cool.
It stylizes the track, and it augment realities the track and all the power ups and everything on
the Switch.
Your floor.
That's
on your floor.
Well, yeah, but you're looking at it on the Switch.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, so, like, AR glasses, you're actually looking at it on the floor, right? Like, so it would put it over the real floor. On this, you're talking about looking at it through the camera of the car with AR through that camera view.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Which is still really cool, right?
Like a little GoPro Mini on the top of the car.
I bet that's going to be super expensive.
It probably is, but it looks so
it's going to be like, I bet that's like in the $150 neighborhood when that sucker comes out.
Oh, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
Easily.
You remember Rock Band? You ever buy a Rock Band game?
Oh, tons of them.
Or like, even Guitar Hero, right?
Guitar Hero is my thing because I'm a Guitar Hero.
I remember buying, I want to say it was Rock Band, the whole like band in a box with the drums.
Yeah.
For Xbox 360, it was like $230. It was insane, but I will say I miss it. Like, I miss playing Guitar Hero and Rock Band.
What was your favorite Rock Band or Guitar Hero?
So my favorite Guitar Hero was actually for the PlayStation 2, way back in the day. I can't even remember what the name. I think it was Guitar Hero 2 actually. Because I had a PS2 way back then. And yeah, you had the plug-in only. There was no wireless guitars. They were real simple. There wasn't any like feedback. There was only one set of buttons up top. But how about you?
Yep. My favorite, and I know this is going to be a big surprise to you.
You're going to say Switch.
No. Oh. They didn't have one on Switch.
Yes, they did.
They don't have a Rock Band on Switch.
Oh, no, not Switch. I'm talking about Wii.
Yeah, it was on Wii.
Yeah.
Because I had a Wii.
Yeah.
It was Guitar Hero Metallica.
Oh, yeah, of course. Every opportunity to push Metallica, you're going to do it.
I'm a metalhead, and my favorite band in the world is Metallica, so yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I actually remember when you got that, I think, on yeah, of course.
I'm a metalhead, and I'm a Metallica fan.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I remember when you got that on your Wii. Now, I hated Guitar Hero on Wii. Couldn't stand it. The controllers, the guitar controllers were just not great.
The guitars were the same. What it was is there was an input lag between the control.
Exactly. Yeah,
and
killed
then
me, man.
You had to go and adjust it. But once you got it adjusted, it was fantastic.
No, I just could never get it right. And then you're always taking the Wiimote in and out of it because you had to plug the Wiimote in. It was just not intuitive. Yeah. It's like they built it around that system and it just didn't work for me. But
yeah, it was a pain in the ass. But at that time when that game came out, I didn't have a PlayStation 3 yet.
Yeah, so it was Wii, man.
Yeah.
Hey, did you see that somebody fit a Wii into a Game Boy Color size platform?
Yes, I saw that.
You see that? That was really cool. Yeah. Like the Wiimotes and everything connect to it.
I've also seen videos of people buying all the parts to build their own Switch.
Yeah, I mean, really, it's with the slides.
With a higher resolution screen.
Well, so that is something that I'm always going to knock Nintendo for. They've never really pushed video quality in their games.
No.
Their games are really well-rounded and polished and well-tested, and they're kid-proof in every way. A lot of their games are very easy for kids to pick up. But they don't push video. It's just not been the thing they've strove for, and that's where PlayStation and Xbox came in. And they just ate up market share because they looked better in every way than something Nintendo could do.
But the thing is because Nintendo has always been a family system.
Yeah,
they've always ate the market up.
I mean, back when Nintendo started, they had 8-bit. I mean, they didn't have much to compete with, right? Everybody was on 8-bit.
Nintendo is projected to sell 30 million consoles.
Where Nintendo gets it, where PlayStation and Xbox lack, and Nintendo makes up for, is the portability concepts.
Yes.
So Nintendo has always had some of the best portable consoles that you could hold in your hand. The 3DS, the DS, DS Lite, the Switch now. Now, I'm going to say the Switch is a portable console. You don't get a whole boatload of battery life out of the portability of it.
No, but the simple fact that if you're riding public transportation or you're driving an hour away to somewhere, you can bring it with you. Yeah. You don't have to have a TV and a freaking, plug-ins and all that. That's what's great. That's why I like my Switch.
Yeah, now I will say, with the proliferation of cloud gaming, that may back off a bit. Because I mean, I can play an Xbox game on my phone. You know.
Yep.
So we're gonna see how that goes.
But and one of those things with the cloud shit, the cloud stuff. Is
have an opinion.
I got an opinion.
Yeah,
I always have an opinion.
I know you do.
But I cannot get a controller to work properly with Call of Duty Mobile. Yeah,
so and that's a problem in itself, right? Call of Duty Mobile that's not a cloud platform. That's just
no
portable. But yeah, I will say a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, even running off of cloud stuff. Mm-hmm. That's the reason why I don't want to go to it, because they can't even get it right with mobile.
Now, I will say if you're using an Xbox controller for the Android app I'm going to call it Project X Cloud because that's what I've always known it as. Right. If you're doing that, you don't have to do anything. It sets up for you. It doesn't know you're not on an Xbox. Okay. and it has zero input delay. It's really, really good. The problem you get is if you're on a bad connection, you do get some pixelation. It would rather pixelate than drop frames, so the frames don't lag, they just pixelate.
And see, I can deal with the pixelation, just not the frame rate drop.
Yeah, so it doesn't drop frame, it just pixelates it rather than drop frame.
And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I could give a crap less about anything over 45, 50 frames
FPS?
per second.
Well, I mean, you really want to get into the 60 on mobile platforms.
Yeah.
I mean, 60 looks the best, right?
I know it looks better and it runs smoother, but to me that doesn't matter. As long as the game is fun and, it makes me want to play it, I don't care what the frame rate is. Well, as long as it's not lagging out.
So I play on a monitor, and off the mobile gaming subject, back onto regular gaming, I play on a 60 hertz monitor, 1080p. Your monitor is capable of far greater because you have
got your feet on.
Yeah. So, so my card I can do 140 frames or 110 frames in Call of Duty. That would be a significant impact for me as far as gameplay goes. Because today on my 60 hertz monitor, I do notice frame tear. So if I'm turning really fast, because I tend to do a lot of fast movement in Call of Duty, it will actually split and tear.
Right, but see, you don't actually have a gaming monitor.
No, mine is just a regular plain monitor.
I've been playing on this. I have an Asus VG245H.
Yeah,
it's got a 75 hertz refresh rate, 1 millisecond response time.
Yeah,
and it's got no gray to gray. It's got 0 gray to gray.
Yeah.
As far as the blur, I wanted to upgrade to the 144 hertz, but I don't see it worth my money.
Well, when you're running a PS4, you're not going to get any real benefit.
No, but when the new consoles come out, that's when I really need to.
Yeah, I've been looking at one too, and I just can't settle on the 75 hertz. I don't know. It's too close to 60. If I'm going to get one, I was going to go 90.
Well, see, I was playing on that old monitor that I had that was 60 hertz.
Yeah,
and it's a world of difference.
It is. But then if you go all the way to 90, it's even more, right?
Yeah.
So I figure if I'm going to take a step, I'm just going to step right at a 90 and skip 75. Now, the reason you got that 75 hertz is because you got such a killer deal on it.
Yeah, I got a really killer deal on that.
It was the last one.
But the thing is it wasn't the last one. They put them in the wrong spot. And
it was the last one they were going to sell you.
Exactly. No, but I was planning on getting the monitor anyway. I'd already had that much, that $190 with tax and everything set aside. I was going to get it no matter what, but because I couldn't take playing on a TV anymore.
Yeah, now that I've done it, I don't want to play on TVs anymore either. I have my Xbox One X hooked up to my TV. It's powered on, but if I play it, it's console streamed to my PC. I don't actually play it on the TV at all.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, look, dude, we've been at this for a little over an hour now?
Yeah.
I think we've got all the news out of the way.
Our audience is tired of us at this point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm tired of us already.
I've been tired of us since we got here.
I want to go play some Call of Duty and grind out some tiers.
Okay, well, we can do that.
I mean, it's sad. I went from 0 tiers at the beginning of the season on Fortnite to tier 50.
Mm-hmm.
And I've barely even got to 60 on Call of Duty.
I barely got to 15, so welcome to it.
And see, we play about the same amount.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Probably not. I might play an hour and a half a week.
I play about an hour it depends on if I'm streaming it or not.
Yeah, see,
if I'm not streaming it, I don't play it.
Well, and on the days that I don't stream, I don't play. So I don't get a whole lot of time. No. But anyway, yeah, I think we're probably at a wrapping up point. So thanks for hanging in there with us for the first edition of Nerd Out. If you guys liked it, let us know. Apparently you did. We had over 100 comments on the chat. So we'll probably do this again. Jeremy and I will work on making some kind of regular schedule for this and bring you new things. And always feel free to bring us comments. We'll be happy to discuss things with you.
Okay. I have a couple of announcements as well. The first thing is Curtis or Bacon Ninja, Curtis, whatever you want to be called, doesn't matter.
Call me Jeremy, anything.
Hi. No, we have been talking about doing some kind of merch. We need to get together tomorrow and really talk about it.
Yeah.
The other thing is when we get to 750 followers, we will be doing a $40 giveaway to an eShop of your choice, whether it be Xbox, Switch, whatever.
In the continental United States only.
Yes, in the continental United States only, unfortunately. There's so many stupid laws, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Which I don't think there should be anyway. That's a whole nother
separate
podcast.
Subject.
Yeah, that's a whole other live stream.
Yeah.
When we get to 1,000 followers, we will be giving away $50 to an eShop of your choice. So make sure you like and follow our page. Click the notification thing when you see us go live. Make sure you get notified when we go live. The more you like our page or like our streams and share them and comment and all that, the more it helps us.
Yep.
We're not trying to get rich, but we're trying to pay the internet bill at least.
Yeah, and we like our community. We love you guys hanging in there with us. Yeah. We like to hear from you. It's really sad when we go through a stream and we never get a comment because we really want to talk to you. Just comment. Come view us and comment.
Yes, I'm a talker. I like to talk.
We have to slow him down often.
Yes, a lot. I mean, if you look at some of the first streams, I was real nervous.
Yeah.
Didn't want to talk. Now you can't shut me up.
I actually had a thought about that the other day, Jeremy. What would be really cool is we take some of our video recording from when we first started streaming and do a progression of up to now. Because our streams are so different now than they were when we started.
And that's only been 5 months.
Yeah, but the hardware that we've got and all we started out this streaming stuff not really knowing, not ever having done it before. So we didn't know anything about settings or what you should and shouldn't have. But we've learned a lot in this journey, I have to say, especially you, Jeremy, because I have a background in technology. Jeremy does not, so he's had a large learning curve ahead of him, and I think he's come a long, long way in the last 5 months. So,
well, thank you, Bacon Ninja. I appreciate it.
You still suck, but
I know.
Anyway, so are you gonna stream some COD after this?
I might. Are you gonna be playing?
I might get on a little bit later, but so I was just gonna let everybody know if they want to wait a little bit. Jeremy might be on here pretty soon playing some Call of Duty, so come back and see him.
Yeah, I need to grind out some tiers because we only have 16 days left in the battle pass.
I'm not worried about it because I'm never going to get there.
I'm tier 60.
Yeah,
I have OCD, like a bad case of OCD. If I pay for something and there's a set amount of time to do it, I have to finish it.
Like a steak dinner, right?
But I can't spend any more money on it.
Yeah.
So, another thing is when we play Fortnite, financially available, we will be doing giveaways like skins and stuff like that as well.
That'd be cool.
We gave away a Mantis skin to who was it? I can't remember his name. Anyway, he won the Mantis skin because he donated some stars to our channel, and which it's not necessary.
Yeah,
but he was the most donator for the day, so
he won himself a nice new skin in Fortnite.
Yep, his son earned a Mantis skin from the last season.
Yeah.
So
yeah, definitely show us some love, guys. We love seeing your stars. It's not a whole ton of money, so it's not like we're asking you to throw a bunch of money at us, but the stars definitely help us. So there's a lot of expense that goes into running these things. A lot of ongoing expenses. Beyond just the hardware and the internet bill, there's a lot of services we have to use and things we sign up for. So if you like seeing our streams, throw us some stars. It's cool. If not, that's fine. Just talk to us. We're more than happy to chat.
Talk to us at least.
Yeah.
Give us a thumbs up.
We
share
like
us.
Interact with you guys. So
yeah. We're not here for the money. If we weren't streaming, we'd still be playing these games.
Yeah, sadly, by ourselves in the dark in our lonely rooms.
Yeah, with nobody to talk to.
Yeah, but anyway, thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. We really appreciated it. We will try to get some kind of schedule out for these. If you have any ideas for what you'd like to talk about on the next episode, when we do post a schedule, just go ahead and drop us some comments. We'll get some ideas, and we'll be sure to come in with some opinions. We can chat about it. But anyway, this has been Nerd Dad's Gaming Lair. Be sure to like our Facebook page, facebook.com/NerdDadsGamingLair. And we'll catch you nerds later.
Peace.
If I can find my mouse.
I can't hold this very long. Come on.